Welcome back to Viral AI Lab, your home for turning AI chaos into crystal clarity. And oh my gosh, what a week of absolute insanity it has been. We've got mind-blowing creative tools dropping, billion-dollar lawsuits flying, and robots, well, they're literally walking off the factory floor. Buckle up, let's dive in. Seriously? If you had to sum up this entire week in one sentence, this is it. AI just exploded out of our screens and into every single corner of our lives. We're going to break down exactly how it happened, why it's a massive deal, and what it means for, the future of everything. All right, first up, let's talk about the fun stuff. A couple of tools went completely viral this week, and they're not just updates, they're game changers. They put some ridiculously powerful AI into everyone's hands and are showing us a totally new way to get things done. Yeah, you heard that right. Anthropic's Claude AI just dropped an update that basically turns it from a simple chatbot into a full-on productivity beast. We're talking about making and tweaking spreadsheets, documents, even PowerPoint slides right inside the chat window. It's wild. And the way it works is it's like magic. You can just upload a super dense 50-page research paper and literally just type, "Hey, turn this into a killer slide deck." And Claude just goes to work, digests all that info, and then poof, it spits out a fully downloadable PowerPoint file. It's not just summarizing anymore. It is creating brand new stuff for you. So, of course, this kicks off a whole new creative arms race. First, Google's tool, which everyone nicknamed Nano Banana, went viral for letting you make these adorable, super realistic 3D figures. It was everywhere. Then, just a few weeks later, TikTok's parent company ByteDance drops Seedream 4.0 and straight up calls it the Nano Banana Killer. They claim it's better, but right now that's all it is, a claim. It's a classic tech rivalry playing out in real time. Okay, but underneath all these cool, fun, creative toys, there is a high-stakes war being fought. And this one is happening in boardrooms and courtrooms, all about data, copyright, and billions with a B of dollars. Take a look at this number, $20 billion. That's the brand new valuation for Perplexity AI after their latest funding round. It's a massive bet from investors that AI search is the future. A huge vote of confidence. But, well, that celebration didn't exactly last very long. Because almost at the exact same moment that news broke, bam! Perplexity gets slammed with a major lawsuit from Encyclopaedia Britannica, accusing them of ripping off copyrighted content. And this right here, this is the story of AI right now. Insane growth smashing head-on into these giant questions of who owns what. And look, Perplexity is not alone, not by a long shot. Penske Media, the folks who own Rolling Stone, are suing Google. Anthropic just settled a massive case with authors. This isn't just a few isolated incidents. It's a systemic, industry-wide conflict. Everyone is fighting over the same basic question: who owns the data that makes these incredible AI models possible? Now, let's pivot. Let's go from the digital world of data and lawsuits to the physical world of, actual stuff. Because this week gave us undeniable proof that AI is literally jumping off our screens and into robots that can hang out in our world in ways that are just mind-blowing. This timeline just shows you how fast this is all moving. Not long ago, AI was just code. Then we got prototypes in labs. But this week, a company called Circus SE started mass-producing and shipping its industrial robots. And to top it all off, we got new footage of that figure humanoid robot casually doing the dishes in a kitchen. This is not science fiction anymore, people. This is happening now. The industry actually has a cool name for this whole trend: physical AI. It's a term that really defines this shift. We're moving away from those old, dumb factory robots that just did one thing over and over. These new bots can see, they can understand, and they can actually adapt to the messy, unpredictable world around them. So what is the engine powering all this chaos? What's behind the creative tools and the walking robots? Let's peel back a layer and peek under the hood at the actual AI models that are getting smarter at a terrifying pace. For the longest time, the race to build the smartest AI felt like it was just a US thing, right? Google, OpenAI, that's it. Well, not anymore. Check this out. Baidu's new model, called Ernie X 1.1, is now going toe-to-toe with the best models from Google and OpenAI. The AI frontier is officially a global competition now. But as these models get more powerful, they're running into this really weird, almost philosophical problem called model collapse. People are calling it the AI Ouroboros, that ancient symbol of the snake eating its own tail. Basically, as AIs create more and more of the text and images online, the next generation of AIs gets trained on that fake synthetic data. And over time, this can actually make them dumber, causing them to kind of eat their own tail and forget what reality looks like. It's a huge challenge. Okay, deep breath. We've hit viral tools, we've hit massive lawsuits, walking robots, and brain-melting research. So what does it all mean? Let's try to pull back and make sense of this absolutely wild week. When you look closely, pretty much every big story this week falls into one of these three buckets. You've got creativity versus copyright. That's all the lawsuits. Hype versus reality. That's the whole nano banana killer thing. And access versus control. The huge fight over whether AI is going to be open for everyone or locked on by a few big companies. These are the battlegrounds for the future of AI. I'm really curious. Which one of these do you think is the most important right now? Drop a comment below and let me know. And that really brings us to the biggest question of all. As AI gets smarter, as it moves from our screens to our courtrooms to our kitchens, the question isn't just what can this tech do anymore? It's who gets to decide, who owns the data, who controls the robots, and ultimately, who really owns the future? It's one of the most important questions of our lifetime. If you want to keep trying to answer it with us, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss our next explainer. Thanks for watching.